As we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hey, let's go, come on.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's fine, yeah.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
That's fine, yeah.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, Sharps get out complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
319! No.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, eluding the tackle. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ricky Williams, 78 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Look at that!
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Rodgers. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out the zone blitz.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. A screen to Bell. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
319! 319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hurry up! 26!
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Three down. Hey, check.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rob Woodson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd and short. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move.
In the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
And when Shannon Sharp scores a touchdown, there's a natural exuberance that goes along with it. You remember the time he was playing in Denver and he got on the sideline phone and said, call the president?
Oh, yeah.
Because we are absolutely killing the Patriots right now. That's his personality. That's who he is. And his team tends to respond to it quite well.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Julio. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Come on, boys, come on. Motion, man. Jump out.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with the pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here now come the Falcons. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Bell. And an alley to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. Oh, now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Kelly, strong left, Kelly. Check. Zoom. 319.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Green leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Roethlisberger. Fighting his way through contact. Caught on the right side by Adams. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kelvin Benjamin, 41 yards. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And that'll set them back 5. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Box it. Right there. 54 Mike.
The give is to Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now it's Roethlisberger. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Bell. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Zoom. 319.
Rodgers on 3rd down. Now in desperation. And my goodness, another interception. Ron Woodson with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Randy Moss from 17 yards out. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Diggs has it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule. I'm down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game, 8. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to work. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Focus. Let's go.
Roethlisberger gonna throw it. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. And
it's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Hurry up, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.